Hello and welcome to the first of hopefully many installments of Trades Bitches, where we will show you everything you need to know to go from steel toes to stilettos. The first item we are going to cover is these fuckers right here, your hard hat. Now, if you've ever had hat hair, you know that it's a bitch, but hat hair from a hard hat is even worse. Not only do you have a giant band around your head, but your hair is also crazy frizzy from working in whatever environment for 8 to 10 hours a day. So I had to figure out how to get all of this hair into a hard hat and have it still maintain its safety features. So your first instinct is going to be putting your hair in a ponytail. And that is a simple solution, but some job sites don't require ponytails at all because they can get caught up in moving parts of machinery. So you want to check with the safety department of your company before you do something like that. You also have to make sure that any way you do your hair, it clears the bands inside the hard hat because those have to fit a specific way in order to keep our heads safe. Now, when you do a ponytail, you can either take it out the top or do a low ponytail and take it out the bottom. My hard hat is backwards because I'm a welder and this is where the shield attaches right there. Personally, because I'm a welder, flames and sparks are kind of a worry for me. So I secure my hair very tightly and under a bandana. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how I put my hair in my hard hat under a bandana. And that might help you a little bit, or it might not. I don't know. So first thing you have to do is you take your hair, gather all that shit up behind you, and put it in a low ponytail. And you twist your hair. I have a lot of practice doing this, so it's kind of fast, so sorry. I'll turn around and you twist it up and around several times. And you tuck the little tail inside one of the rounds of elastic. You can dig it out there. And you have your low bun. Now this bun is low enough to clear the bottom of the back of my hard hat so it doesn't interfere with the safety of the equipment. I like to wrap my hair in a bandana because, like I said, stray flames and sparks are a big problem and a big worry for me because I spent decades growing this hair. I don't want it to catch on fire at work. Love welding, but I don't love it that much. So what I do is I take a bandana and I hold it points ways and I fold the little triangle flap down. Bandanas are great because you can get them in a whole lot of fun colors and you don't have to wear like black all the time. So you take the part with the triangle and you want to bring it down far enough that it's going to come in contact with the band of the hard hat when you put your hard hat on. Now this is the tricky part. You take this part and you wrap it under the bun. Hold it with your pinky, grab for the other side, and make sure it's tight. Make sure your bun is wrapped all underneath, and then you secure it with a simple square knot. The tighter you do it, the more secure it will be. As you work throughout the day, your heat and the sweat will make it stretch out. Okay, upon reviewing my video, I realized that I did not wrap the bandana completely under my bun, which I would have found doing a quick pat down before I go to work, but it happens all the time. So it's actually a good point to tell you, if you need to wrap it again, wrap it again. Keep doing it until you get it right because your hair is not going to grow back in 5 minutes. You can do this in less than 5. So again, we wrap it so that it goes down far enough to be in contact with our hard hat. We tuck it under our bun, ensuring that it stays under our bun this time, and we make it tight. And then we do our square knot, securing it in place. And this is how it clears the hard hat. You're going to have to check on your own head where things have to go because all hard hats are just slightly different. But there we go. There is the successful bandana hair wrap. You're going to need to use a different wrap if you're going to set your hair. Guess and test is the best method to figure out how to put your hair in the bandana. Depending on how much hair you have, your set is going to be wider. If you see here, the bandana is in contact with the band of my hard hat, and my bun is low and out of the way. Also, a problem that women in the trades face is that we have to go directly from point A to point B, being point A being work, point B being a social event, child parent teacher conference, for myself a second job in the retail industry, and we have to go from looking like a grubby tradesperson to a fashionable fucking lady, which is really difficult. The solutions that I have found is, thanks to putting a bandana on, what you can do is you can set your hair under your bandana. So when you do that, your first thing is going to be pin curls. However, metal pin curl clips are a big no-no. Sometimes accidents happen even when you're not wearing your hard hat. Yes, this protects you from stray wires and electrical contact with your skull when you're wearing it, but when you're not wearing it and an accident happens and one of these little jiggers meets a live wire, you've got instant scalp burns. You don't want to deglove your head. So we're not going to do pin curl clips. One thing you can do is French braids up the middle, which gives like a beachy wave. You can just take out your bun, separate the curls and put it on a high pony. That'll give you like a more casual kind of look. You can also set your hair in Bantu knots or rag curls. And these little guys in here are a clip I found good for Bantu knots. They're called Magic Hair Clips from Happy Hair Day. They don't look like they're going to do a whole lot, and you need a large section of hair in order for it to really grab on. But that is an option for Bantu knots. You can do rag curls. When you do a set pattern like that, you have to make sure that nothing in your set pattern comes in contact with these little bands up here or with that little band, because it affects the fit of your hard hat. This is made to keep the brain inside your skull, and we want that to happen. So, also metal being a big no-no when you have your hair ties or your hair clips. Make sure they're like these with no metal parts at all. You can also use the old school combs. I'm sure you've seen your grandmothers have these. They're wicked for a reason. So that is what I have so far figured out about how to get a lot of hair inside a hard hat and how to get from point A to point B, still being fashionable. I'm hoping that other women in the trades have some other tips and pointers that we can use and share with each other. So we don't have to be as competitive. We can help each other out, and the next people coming down the line won't have the same problems we do. So if you have any tips or tricks or comments, please get a hold of us at nocryinginthetrades@gmail.com. I look forward to seeing you for our next adventure.